Alright, now, what's up here? Okay, I'm going to give my perspective on the city of Portland after living here for about a couple months now. I know I made a video why the city of Portland, Oregon sucks. And there were some things I was over exaggerating in that, and a lot of you people fell for it. I saw rats that were like that big, right? No, it didn't go down like that. But I'm going to tell you, since I've lived here 2 months, I've seen another side of Portland completely. More so than when I was here last time. I have my car here, I'm driving around places. And Portland's not as great as people say it is. I'll tell you that. I mean, it's good. I mean, you can go places. I like the mountain views and stuff like that. And there are some nice people in some places here. But there's also other shit too. Like out where I'm living now, kind of in the high numbers, that area, kind of by division. You know, anyone know that? Because I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of commenters on this video. It's becoming like hell out there. And it seems like good citizens are letting it become that way. I see graffiti when I walk, and that's not an over-exaggeration. That is actually the truth right there. I see graffiti. I see a bunch of sketchy characters. White women going with black guys everywhere. There's something wrong with that. There really is. I know you're going to say you can love whoever you want, but it's when that love turns into something bad. Like violence, ruining the environment, creating children that probably shouldn't be here because they're going to be majorly confused if they're living on this planet. I call it how I see it. I make no bones about it. I will give you the honest truth. You Portlanders can tell me to go home, but you should focus on the problems in this city, the real ones, and focus on those. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. Portland, while it has some good points to it, there's also a lot of bad that needs to be addressed. Otherwise, it's going to become like Detroit. Detroit in 60 days is going to go bankrupt. Portland will be that in 5 years, the way it's going. Maybe sooner, up in the higher numbers. So, I mean, thankfully there are still some people, but I don't find them. I'm not finding them. I'll tell you what. If I could only find people willing to clean up the trash, where I could go work with other people to do that. I don't really mean even the litter on the ground. I mean the fucking trash, the gangs. Find ways to get them out of here. Don't support their businesses. Don't support their taquerias. Don't do any of that. Also, if you see suspicious activity, I would clamp down on that as hard as I could. If you think I'm not serious, I would. I mean, just after seeing here, it's been kind of hurting me. Honestly, to see a nicely kept yard and then down the street see a bunch of niggas walking around, or Mexicans, it gets to me because I see that there are people who care about their property, and it's going to be devalued in some places if this keeps up. It's only going to go up toward the city, but in the outer fringes it's not going to. That's my impression of it, because they said houses are going up in Portland. If you can live in those places, sure, definitely. Or have a nice view or something. I like towns like Beaverton, I like Clackamas, I like Troutdale. Those are the towns I like, actually. Having summer squeeze by Bridgeport Brewing. So there's obviously some really good beer in Portland, yep. But at the same time, I gotta give you the truth. Because I think some of his heads are in the clouds about this place. I think that when I was living back east, or I've lived in Florida, I'm not doing things any different now that I'm in Portland. I mean, to me, it's like any place else, really. Any city with recreation I mean, I can find just as much entertainment in. If they have like one brewery, fine. I mean, yeah, there may be more breweries here and stuff, but I noticed that it's not all it's cracked up to be living here. And I had to live it myself because I was kind of in a daze that this is like a nice place to set up, where it's going to be more pure, less crime than California. Well, it isn't. Honestly, it's not. And I've seen California as well. That place is hell right now. Nobody can go there and make a life unless you're Mexican. That's the truth. Unless you're Mexican. And Portland's going to be the same friggin' way. People don't stop. It's going to be like California or Detroit. And people don't get their heads out their asses. I look at scenery all the time when I take walks around here. There are people who keep their properties up, like I was saying. And for their sake, they're not having it good when all these other people come in, these illegal aliens and people like that. I mean, I'm really seriously tired of it. Tired of seeing undesirables and trash around me. And that's all I'm trying to say here. And if Portlanders loved their city enough, they wouldn't be bashing me. They would be on the side of somebody trying to help, not bring it down. You know what I mean? If only I could meet people who want to do this very thing. Shoot me an email. Shoot me one. That's all it takes, and this is how this starts sometimes. But people talk. It scares the government, the local government. They'll get frightened. If whites are talking, trying to organize, they'll get frightened. And I'll tell you, I want those people gone. Frankly, I was born in America. I might not have been born in this area, but I was born in the United States of America. So as an American, I have the right to go anywhere I want to go. I have the right to live anywhere I want to live and try to make change in the areas that I think need changing. Because I am on American U.S. soil. That should make me eligible to do it. And I'll tell you, Americans that have been living here for years have to sign up. They have to sign up and go through a whole process like they're not even American. That's a damn shame. Portland is going to become like Detroit if people let it. I'm telling you, all the regulations that are coming in here and all the rules, it's getting there fast. I mean, you can hate on me, tell me to go back where I come from, like I said, but so many white Oregonians have their heads in the clouds. They have their heads in the clouds, 100%, most of them. And they just let anyone in, they let them into their friend circles, they're like, oh, they don't even care. And it's unconscious, too. They don't even know they're doing it, I don't think. They just have their natural way, where they have an upfront friendliness, but they don't want to get too close and make friends. That's another thing I noticed, too. People like to keep others at a distance here. They don't like to make friends. They only like to have superficial conversations, like on the surface, but they don't really want to get to know you, kind of thing. And you know what? I see that more as I'm here too. Is it changing my mind any? Not if I can find others who aren't, but that's the key. Finding them. If I can do such, I will stay. No question about that. For the long term, I'm talking 10 years and beyond. So, if anybody wants to help me out, hey, send me some emails and let's start talking. Because I know there are some disgusted people that take a look around them here. And they don't see it going in a good direction. So, alright, I think that's all I have to say for now. Talk to you later.